Hi there, my name is FixFox and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 2. This is going to be a playthrough that is a map that's included with the FHeroes2 download. This is going to be Ravenhold and I'm very excited for it. I have not played this yet, but I'm looking very much forward to it. I believe it's a medium-sized map. Yes, there we go. I think I just passed it. There we go, Ravenhold. This is going to be a 3-player medium-sized map. There's going to be an important note here. We must capture a specific town, and we cannot lose all of our heroes and towns. This is denoted as being an expert difficulty map. For 500 years, the castle of Ravenhold have stood unchallenged. Today, we will forever change that fact and become heroes in our homeland. We can be heroes. Indeed, very excited for it. We're gonna put this on a possible difficulty. It looks like we are unable to choose the red or the yellow position, so we are obligated to be blue. Since we are obligated to be blue, let's stand and deliver as the blue player. And we have a choice. We can choose knights, barbarians, sorceresses, warlocks, wizards, or necromancers. Does it matter which we choose? I think we're just gonna leave this on random and let fate decide. Folks, with that being said, let's dive right in. The castle of Ravenhold lies to the north. Scouts report that the region is rich in resources, but the most valuable treasures will also be guarded. There are also some creatures for hire. This could help us get a foothold and expand more quickly. Finally, our builders have constructed the shipyard as they believe the nearby whirlpool will be vital for our success. So we start off here with Marini the Wizard, level 1, 0 attack, 1 defense, 2 spell power, 2 knowledge, and with 9 halflings and 2 boars, I'm interested to see what exactly we can do. She starts off with stone skin, as any good wizard hero does. That means we do not have a mage guild in our starting castle, but we do have the habitat for the halflings and the pen for the boars. Nothing else really in this castle, and with no resources, this is going to be a bit of a tricky start. I don't feel so inclined to roll with Marini as my primary hero, but I also don't feel inclined to go for Carlawn the Sorceress, for example. If Dawn becomes my main hero, then so be it. I think we're probably going to want 2 heroes as quickly as possible, and since it looks like there's treasure nearby, not to mention a gazebo, I think I'm going to leave everybody but 1 boar and let Marini go forth and get all this gold and treasure where she can. This is going to be the 2,500 gold we need immediately to hire up Dawn. And then I suppose I could wait just a moment longer and see if I can get some additional gold from Marini. I'm going to have Marini do that in just 1 second. We'll step forward, step up and down and left and right. To the left, to the left. And I actually feel like I just made a mistake there. I'm not sure. Was I potentially going to make some other purchase here? Not quite. So I'm going to go for the well now and the cliff nest tomorrow. I'm going to purchase all the halflings and all the boars. That just seems to be a good choice. And then first thing in the morning, we're going to grab ourselves some amount of the rocks and head on from there. So Dawn is now my #1 best girl ever. I shouldn't say ever, but she's my best girl now. And she shall go to the gazebo first. An old knight appears at the steps of the gazebo. My liege, I will teach you all that I know to aid you in your travels. 1,000 experience. Oh, what a tough choice. Oh, see, this is one of those times I wish I actually knew this map so I could make the best decision. This is a map from BorasDK, who has done, for example, Final Invasion, where you started off in the very middle of a desert. I know that our Mapmaker does not mind using crazy terrain, and so pathfinding could be critically important. Then again, basic logistics on this immediate dirt road is not going to hurt us too bad. Folks, I don't know. I think that you have to go with logistics, but I might regret that choice in the very near future. Let's hope and pray that that is not going to be the case. Lots of centaurs are not too far away. That actually makes me wish that I'd purchased up a couple of flying sprites. That would actually make everything go so much better. In fact, I just might do it. We do have a shipyard that is available to be built, and that would be interesting if we're able to get into this waterway. I think that we're going to do something pretty interesting. We're probably going to get Carlawn. He's going to help us by sea, and then those sprites are going to be just high quality in general. Meanwhile, while the centaurs don't factor well into my plans for the wizards, these slow pack of ogres, these actually can fall very quickly to our halflings. I think that we head in this direction. Well, FixFox, you're the one controlling the game, so if you want to, you sure can. Oh, look, you have to get there by sea. I thought that maybe we could go around. Looks like you have to land there. That's actually really pretty tough. That is a little bit difficult. Don't know if that's going to happen. Then again, if I wanted to hand off troops, I could sure do that. Nice to see some additional treasure up here. I think that that means that we are going to potentially be able to hire another hero. We might have to consider whether or not we go for rocks or whether we go for a shipyard. We're going to be very, very low on wood until we can go through these centaurs. We'll consider it. For now, we're going to hit end turn and go on from month 1, week 1, day 2 on to day 3. It's going to be dawn heading up to the north here. More so than Marini. I guess that order of operations means you should probably go with Marini first. But then at this point, you should now go for dawn. Reason being is you need to know if you're going to need to bring troops to the front. I think if you're going to get Carlawn this week, then you might as well get her today. With only 300 gold left to go. Cliff Nest, you will get there. I don't think that the Ivory Tower is very likely. Foundry is very likely. Statue, I mean, you should probably just go for the statue. If it's going to be any kind of delay, then the statue really is one of your best initial purchases. Let's just go for this treasure chest. We will pick up the gold over anything else. Not once, but twice. That's 1,000 gold, 900 gold, 6 ore, 4 gems. And then we are just shy of picking up this other patch of gold. I don't think that's going to change my plans. Let's go for Carlawn right at the moment. And then yes, with 1,600 gold remaining, with a little bit of additional resources, let's go for that statue. And I don't hate that decision. The rocks are going to do a little bit better against the centaurs than even these sprites will, but at least the sprites are going to help you take 1 or 2 fights, which is really the goal here. So with that being said, I'm going to do a hero chain. We're going to set ourselves up. Hopefully Marini, maybe there's some additional resources out here where we can find. And if that's the case, then it might just be that we can still get the rocks and then carry on from there. Advanced Wisdom for the 4th tier spells, not my priority. Basic Estates, that's going to be the priority at the moment for a secondary hero. Nice to see that Carlawn is getting knowledge. A sorceress getting knowledge? No way. That's never happened before. Watch as she's going to get like 35 knowledge and 2 spell power. It's going to be disgusting, folks. And I'm here for it. And then another stroke of luck, I would say. Marini is going to pick up the estates as well. +1 attack skill. Kind of interesting. Not really a primary stat for a wizard, but she will take it. I don't anticipate that she's going to use that much, but then again, you don't really want your best gals to have to run into that. So I got the 3 Sisters of the Traveling, kill everything in your way and pick up resources group, just walking around, having fun. Marini is ready for a resupply if necessary. I don't actually know if this is going to be necessary. I don't think we're going to have the resources. Let's hit end turn and go on to day 3 because it's 4,200 gold. If we're talking about the Cliff Nest for 3k, plus it's 400 gold per rock, and then you want to pick up 3 rocks. Yeah, it's probably not going to be the very, very best thing, but anyway, I digress. I'm going to leave this Mercury. I don't think that that's useful. There is sulfur up here. Somebody else can go grab that if necessary, but I will pick up the idol. You have found an ancient and weathered stone idol. Kissing it is supposed to be lucky. So you do. The stone is very cold to the touch. Interesting. Okay. And then I'm going to use Carlawn to come up here and actually do this handoff. I'm going to have her do the handoff here so that way she can explore a little bit to the west. Just take 1 step out of her way. Pack of elves. Yeah, that's more than I want to deal with. But let me just see what's behind that. Because the watchtower is kind of interesting for some additional troops. It is interesting, but not necessary, I would say. As soon as I see this, though, folks, I see a Shrine of the Third Circle, accessible by sea. I see Medusa available on this little island to the south. My goal is to get into the water as quickly as possible. There's sea chests, flotsam. There's tons of treasure out here. As cool as the treasure is everywhere else, I think that by sea, that's going to be my idea of a good time. So in the meantime, no hero chain at the moment. I'm not going to pick up the iron golems unless there's no other purchases I can make here. I do see a full sulfur mine. I do see a shrine of the first circle. Maybe we pick up a magic arrow and our fortunes change drastically. Could be. You never know. And with that, I'm actually going to do a swap here. I'm going to send Marini up and out. And I'm going to plan on Carlawn being ready for the next hero chain as necessary. I'm every day that I don't pick up the sawmill, I regret it more and more. Because, oh wait, I already have a shipyard. Oh, shoot. I thought that I could only build a shipyard. I didn't realize it was actually already built. Folks, you know what this means? We can get a boat right now. Oh. Oh, well. You know, comprehension is a very important thing. If you can understand your surroundings, you can then become a master of your surroundings. But if you fail to understand, then you might have a little bit of a tough time. So I'm going to do this. I understand that Carlawn is going to have the ability to go much further because of the advanced navigation. She could maybe, folks, she could maybe get all the way back. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonals. Because diagonals take you further in your movement, or they require more movement points. It says I can get to here. I doubt that I'd be able to actually get onto the water. Now I could potentially buy the boat, go here. I'll bet you I could land here. Do you want to wait for one additional day? Is the additional movement points that you're going to get from the advanced navigation worth one extra full day of struggle? I think it is. I think it is, because then Marini, as she sails this way, is also going to be able to grab both of these and then land. And then, yeah, okay, I'm going to do this. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this. I wish I just noticed. But it's better to notice now than to have never noticed at all. Now, if worst comes to worst, Marini's going to hop in, and if this whole little handoff's not going to work the way I hoped, we're going to find that out very quickly. It'll be no skin off my teeth because Carlawn's already out of movement points. Worse things have happened. Strange things do happen quite a bit here. And when strange things happen because of my failures, that's just a good moment, and I make no apologies for it. I'm going to do this fight. 25 halflings. I mean, this is lots of dwarves. Problem with dwarves is this. You got, what is it? Is it 6 defense with 20 HP each? And if you have one stack of battle dwarves, they're going to be down the battlefield in 3 turns. With 25 halflings, we do have a stone skin, but we don't have much else. The problem is I haven't fought any other fights. With the 20 sprites, I feel better about fighting this fight. I'm going to fight this fight. It says it's a glorious victory. There is still one full stack of the battle dwarves. Got to focus in on them, but we have some opportunities, folks. I'll make this work. It's not my favorite fight. I anticipate some losses. Oh well. So sue me. In fact, funny thing, I should probably just attack here. Well, no. I'm going to wait one more turn with these sprites. I will attack on the next round because the dwarves can't reach me just yet. Now we're down to 3. Heck, the sprites and the boars might just collapse in just a moment or so. I'm gonna see. There's 2 dwarves left with 35 HP. I think I'm just gonna send the 7 boars to deal with these battle dwarves, and then that way I can get the good damage off on these long-range creatures. 21 to 63 damage. It's a big damage range. It's gonna be a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. And 62 damage. Holy kittens. Oh, that's not good. Thankfully, the dwarf that we actually bopped, that was the one that got the good morale. That could not have worked out any better for us. Crazy enough. Now, what is not good is this. Now that does complicate this whole fight in a pretty nasty way. Boars will step up to here. You'll be in range. Sprites want to back off now, because if you get too close, then these dwarves are going to attack. These dwarves are going to be right here. So let's see. Yeah, you know what? The halflings are going to attack up, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna get some damage off. Dwarves are not gonna be able to go all the way around. It's just too much. One dwarf is gonna potentially kill some sprites. 2 sprites goes down. Sprites are gonna back off. How far are you gonna back off? 1, 2, 1, 2. You're just gonna back off to here. And then, yeah, we'll try to kill 3 dwarves here. We kill 1. Oh, the highs and the lows. The highs and the lows of battle. That's a little bit upsetting. I wouldn't say upsetting, actually. That's a little bit of a misnomer. We got 4 HP left on this top stack of boars. We're going to stone skin them at some point, but for now I'm just going to back up. I suppose I could even step up here. No, it's not going to reach. I'm just going to escape. I could attack. Do you want to maybe kill a dwarf? You will for sure kill 1 dwarf, pretty much. Unless you get absolute minimum damage. We've already seen good morale happen once. I'm going to do this again, though. You got to save these sprites for future fights. Yeah, but you got to get the damage off while you can. I'm going to back off. I'm going to back off. This time we do 62 damage. The highs and the lows. My goodness. It actually sounds, funny enough, I'm reminded of a really, really fun song from a band that I don't know if lots of people remember or know. The band was called American Hi-Fi, and they were like one of my favorite bands back in the day. Their best hit was The Art of Losing. Hey ho, let's go. I'm gonna start a riot. You don't want to fight it. But one of their lesser known songs that everybody loved was Highs and Lows, and that was on their debut album. So it's always fun to see how bands evolve and how bands flame out, and they definitely flamed out. They definitely flamed out. By the way, I didn't mean for this to happen, folks, but something critical happened. The big stack of doors went to the south, which was actually nifty. Really enjoyed that, because then we save ourselves quite a bit of damage. I could attack here and hope for the best. We kill 2 dwarves here. The halflings finish this off, folks. 2 sprites, 1 boar. I've taken a little bit of time off. At this point, if you're watching this video, you're like, hey, Fox, where the heck have you been? I've been unavailable, and I'm just kicking off a little bit of rust here. That battle was sharp, but I had to think about every move. So I'm sharp today, but I do have a little bit of rust I need to knock off. And so then you might ask yourself, well, does this video mean that Fox is back? I'm not back. I'm still taking some time off. If you're interested, I am doing some Factorio videos, but in general, I'm taking some time off. And mostly that's just so I can spend time with my kiddos. My kid, he wants to spend time with me right now. And if I don't spend time with him right now, he may never want to spend time with me again. And summer is too important of a time for a father to miss out on time with his kid. So, Fox, where you been? Just hanging around. Okay, we're gonna land. Let's see. I think that this is best. No, I better land here, and then you can get the diagonal. Go there and then there. We didn't get a lot of extra stuff there. I know for sure Carlawn's gonna be able to reach. Like, I could just eyeball that one. And we talked about making this whole process work. It is gonna work. There's no way she could have gone to there, but she's gonna get into the boat here. And I'm gonna hope that her superpowers of having 2,500 movement points is really gonna pay huge dividends. I think it shall. Cure is gonna be the spell that we pick up at the Shrine of the First Circle. Not a bad spell. There's some fights I feel better about fighting now that I have that, but not many. It's a good spell. It's just not great. Happy to see tons of resources. Oh my goodness, the wood behind the centaurs. If I was a knight, that would have been very important. Because I'm a wizard, it's merely good. But we do need at least 2 more units of wood before the end of the week. I would like even more though. We've officially kind of run out of those extra buildings you can do. It's day 4 now, day 5, day 6. Day 5, day 6, Ivory Tower, day 7. Yeah, we don't have more opportunity. We can't possibly trade because we can't get the marketplace, can't get the Mage Guild. So the Ivory Tower is for sure out. And that is actually a bit of a shame, because now I see that we were 1 crystal off, 1 set of gems off. And that's actually a big upgrade. Gems here, Mercury here, we could have made it happen. But little did I know that I did not pick up I didn't get the Flotsam here. I had a piece of Flotsam that could have done it for me. It did not. Perhaps I could have gone up here and made some other things happen. Call it a mistake. Let's call it a mistake, and then I'll figure out what else I can do. But now my supercharged lady is just running all around. 1,500 gold there. There's my wood. 5 more wood there. And I am going to send her all the way up. I don't want to land. Somebody else is going to land. What is this? Ore mine. In the bottom right. Skeletons guard this little area there. At some point we can head back. And now that this whirlpool is clearly in my field of view, I feel even better about having Carlawn in this area. I'm not going to step on the whirlpool just yet. Maybe I should have. It wouldn't have hurt anything, but anyway, I probably could have rethought that a little bit. And I'm going to continue to go for gold. Yeah, at this ratio, I'm going to take the gold. If it was 1,500 experience, I'd for sure take the experience. But now we're going to pick up 6 gems, 6 mercury, 500 gold, 900 gold, another 700 gold, plus the 1500 we had before, and we have found our gem mine just to the east. We enter into a rickety hut and talk to the magician who lives there. He tells you of places near and far, which may aid you in your journeys. Oh, look. Oh, look. What? Corvus. Corvus, the bad guy, is in the very center of this area here. I've got red barriers to the south. I've got a jail guarded by paladins. I've got a battle garb of Andrin behind an aqua barrier. Behind a gold barrier sits a stone lith, and then there's a castle of Weedpatch. No known defenders, but it's a neutral castle. Very interesting. Black dragons guard a wizard's hat and a sack of gold. And then above that is red dragons. I anticipate that this is going to be a hotly contested area. By the way, we also do see, I can't quite click on it, but it's a barbarian castle to the south of this area. This area revealed by the Eye of the Magi is not quite dead center, but it's in a pretty interesting spot. So information, yes, there's information here, and it is good information. Information that I'm happy to receive. Okay, it's time to pick up the cliff nest. I mean, hold on. If I could guarantee that this was going to be crystal, or if I could see any amount of crystal nearby, I'm not going through a pack of swordsmen. Not through the desert. Oh, there's desert. Oh no, the pathfinding. Then I could have done some pretty nifty things. I'm going to play it safe, folks. The ivory tower, you don't actually need the cliff nest. You could go foundry, mage guild, ivory tower before the new week. We would still be potentially off by one crystal. I'm gonna do the smart thing, and I'm gonna pick up the cliff nest. Well, okay, no, pause. The smart thing would have been to get the foundry today, and that way you leave yourself open to the opportunity to pick up the mage guild tomorrow, and then maybe go for the Magi there. It could have been better. It could have been better, it could have been worse, but now that we have the rocks anyway, I'm gonna grab them, and we're gonna try and reach Dawn before they end up fighting any other additional fights. So good choices, bad choices. Hey, we're making choices in real time, and more than that, what can I say except you're welcome? I have to say, I just saw the ad in the movies today. I took my kid, both my kids, and my dear sweet wife to Toy Story 5, and first of all, for a kid that grew up on Toy Story, like that was maybe my favorite movie as a kid, right up there with like Fox and the Hound. For a kid who is now an adult with kids of their own, it was actually a good movie, folks. If you were wondering if you should go see Toy Story 5, I actually liked it. And I'm pretty critical of anything that I worry might be a nostalgia grab or like a cash grab. This still felt really, really nice. It was a really, really good show. And amongst the different ads that come on before, because of course you go to the movies, now they want you to go to more movies. I saw the live action Moana trailer. Looks okay. I'm like kind of a Disney fan, kind of not. Anyway, we find a sea chest, and after spending many hours trying to fish the chest out of the sea, you open it and find 1,000 gold and a seeing eye pendant. Great artifact. Really, truly one of the best. And even though Titans hopefully will factor grossly or wildly into my plans, it's still nice to have that to prevent blinds from other poor situations that might arise. Okay, I have a choice. Carlawn could land at the Shrine of the Third Circle to find out what this is. At some point, I am confident that I will come back for this pack of ogres, and this is going to be a bonus one way or the other. I don't think that there is a third level spell that would drastically change my plans. Off the top of my head, teleport, very, very useful for a lot of factions, but not really so much for mine. Are there any other third level spells I would just be really excited to go see? Not really. I can't think of another third level spell. There probably is one, but if I can't think about it, then I'm not going to factor that into my decision-making process. We're not going to land. We're not going to figure out what this is. We're going to sally forth, carry on through the whirlpool, and have a great time. By the way, because we now have the rocks here on Dawn, we're going to go straight for these wolves. Rather than go south for all this wood, we're going to go for the wolves, strictly because they have gems behind them. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Our forces suffer a bitter defeat. Hopefully I can do a little bit better than the AI thinks I can. I do wish I had the boars a little bit closer. The rocks are out of position. Yeah. The problem is that we're not adequately positioned. We're still gonna make this work, but geez. Okay, we got 3 spell power. It's time to start using these stone skins. No ifs, ands, or buts. We're gonna do the stone skin onto the boars first. I don't know who these wolves at the top are gonna want to fight first. If they're gonna want to go for the boars or for the rocks. They're gonna want to go for one of them. Okay, good. No surprises yet. I think you're obligated to send the rocks back. Yeah, the sprites are going down very, very quickly. The sprites are going to attack. The rocks are going to go into a defensive position here. Sprites are going to attack. They're going to kill 1 to 2 of these wolves at top. And that's going to mean that my stack of 7 boards are going to get to attack for sure. I kind of messed this up a little bit. I was hoping that I could have just 1 wolf attack. There's 3. The sprites did not do a lot of damage. And I don't want to waste the damage, and I also don't want to kill 3 wolves here. Yeah, I was 2 HP off of killing 2 wolves, so I did 38 damage. The halflings are going to attack here. Let's take a ton of damage. There goes most of the sprites, if not all. But now we do get the stone skin up onto the rocks, which is still valuable. Boars are going to maybe kill 2 wolves. We do kill 2 wolves. That's okay. And do I step up? Do I try to protect the sprites? Do I try to protect the rocks? You know, if I attack... I don't know if these wolves are going to attack here or here. If I thought these 4 wolves were going to attack the rocks, then I would attack here to try to make sure that the rocks could attack without a retaliation. I'm going to anticipate that 6 sprites is not nearly as good as 3 rocks. So I'm going to waste this dwarf. And it's strictly so that way I can attack in a second without a retaliation. 1 HP, that's pretty crazy. That's a good moment. This wolf is going to stay in range, but a little too far away at the moment. And then 17, 29, let's kill stack of 3. Got all 3 of them. Nice. Not too bad. Not too bad. This feels bad that we've already lost this extra rock. Probably going to lose another one. But then these boars are a little bit out of position. I could, if I go here, these wolves are not going to be able to get around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that these wolves are going to attack these boars. I'm going to do this though, just to make sure I get the damage off. This might even save a rock. Yeah, 2 boars to potentially save a rock. Potentially, I say. It's all about potential. And nothing if not potential. Okay, and we turn a loss into a victory, and this wasn't even close. I'm trying to figure out how the AI messed this up so bad. Like, how did you... I mean, the halflings probably did a lot of different damage. Different meaning just they didn't get the low end of damage or they didn't get the high end of damage. We did get some really nice shots off there from the halflings. I didn't notice any time that I was really disappointed. And so, yeah, I suppose that's fine. I suppose that's okay. Alrighty, I have a choice. I can go back and clear out all this, or I can go south. I'm hoping I can reach this ore mine via the back route. Sometime I'm going to want to deal with these centaurs. I might even do some hero chaining here with Marini. We will see. Archer's House, Rogues, Watchtower, Ruins, Medusa. There's a lot of creatures we could press into service. And I think that that was part of the interesting conversation in the pre-game footage. So yeah, interesting things out there. Folks, we're going to go for the Foundry. Do we go for the Tavern or the Thieves Guild? If we go for the Tavern, we'll get Tavern tips. I don't know if BorasDK did Tavern tips. What if you left the most important tip in only week 1 and it only shows up in the very first week, and if you don't get your Tavern, you just miss out. It's like, oh hey, by the way, the ultimate artifact is 5 paces south of the big red angry guy. Like, that would be actually like a crazy Mapmaker thing to do. It's like, hey, I tried to help you. You just didn't get the Tavern. That was on you. We're going to pick up the Foundry, though. On to day 7. And for the first time, we get some mid-game information. A message from the leader of Ravenhold came today. Stranger, why have you come to this region? You feel the anger in which the letter was written. Another kingdom has already attacked me and diplomacy has failed. Don't tell me you're here to assault my kingdom as well, Or are you really in league with this dangerous enemy? Well, stranger, you and that evil tyrant have forced my hand. I have already begun building my castles for war, and soon, very soon, I will come for you both. Maybe I'll use the garb of Andrin. This was really meant to show my immense power to anyone who wishes me harm. I think it's about time to test its power against 2 adversaries. I'm officially scared. I don't scare easy, but I recognize a good and able-bodied threat when I hear it. That guy just sounds like he means business. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you think that I was just gonna let you do this? Did you just think that we were gonna be friends? No, not at all. Shipwreck Survivor, Pendant of Death, immune to all holy spells. Great, good for somebody. All right for me. Uh-oh, I'm a little bit too close to the coast here. This is a little bit concerning. I shouldn't have done that. It doesn't look like there's an enemy nearby, but I'll keep that in mind. And there's a free boat waiting for somebody. I'm hopefully going to be able to clean out whatever is here at sea before some big bad evil guy takes it from me. Okay. Marini is going to be able to pick up lots of free stuff before we ever have to fight anybody. So let's just have her go and do that. 9 wood, 8 wood, another 9, and another 9. Wow. That was a bunch of resources. 47 wood. Okay. You go, girl. And because we cannot pick up the Mage Guild here today, I think we pick up the Marketplace. That sets me up nicely to do some trades later. And folks, I'm going to shoot for this Cloud Castle. We have 17 gems. We are close to the gold. It's not going to happen this week because it's day 7, but I think that giants are very, very soon to be in my army. Peasants guard a wagon camp. Magic Garden to the south, 500 gold. Instead of the 5 gems, you catch a leprechaun foolishly sleeping amidst a cluster of magic mushrooms. In exchange for his freedom, he guides you to a small pot filled with precious things. 500 gold it is, very lovely. And I will pick up this observation tower. It's kind of in a weird spot, tucked very, very close to the edge. Oh no, there's a Sphinx. Oh no, there's so much desert. I should have taken the pathfinding. What have I done? The far east, it looks like, I mean, there's good stuff. This is a very rich map. I'm gonna have to go a little bit out of my way to get to this ore mine. And ore will be useful. Huh. Well. Yeah. Okay. So there's a Sphinx in the desert to our north. There is a trunk of gold for 750 gold a day to the north, guarded by lots of earth elementals. The pathway to Corackston, which is a sorceress castle in the desert, it is guarded by lots of mutant zombies. That is worth 1,000 gold a day, not to mention additional troops. I think that that is very, very quickly going to be required to take. And then to the east, there's some cracked earth, genie lamps, spell scrolls. There's traveler's boots and Xanadu, all behind several trolls. We have so much to do. I wish I had more forces. I want to do this. I've got an opportunity, folks. Oh, I've got an opportunity. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hire another hero, Sarakin the Wizard. We have 1,200 gold. Excuse me, 12,800 gold. And I could wait for another hero to be hired. I'm gonna hire Sarakin. We're gonna hero chain troops over to Marini after they fight the centaurs with the new week's worth of troops, and then we're gonna hand all the troops off to Dawn. Dawn is gonna go in this direction. Instead of going all the way up and around, we don't have to. We can go straight through the centaurs, and then we'll figure it out from there. Heck, we might even, if the forces are big enough, go south and deal with this pack of zombies through the ore mine, and then meet somewhere here to the south. We will see. But for now, we must pick up Sarakin, and I am hoping that not here is a barbarian. Okay, good. Wilfrey the Wizard, not too bad. But I'm hoping next week when these heroes refresh that there is a barbarian, because that barbarian is actually going to be critically important in the desert, and they might even be a good hero to swap to in the very near future. So for now, halflings go up only because there's 3 speed. Let's have our 6 speed boars ready to go. It's month 1, week 1, day 7, on to month 1, week 2, day 1. And I'm very happy with everything that's happened so far. Astrologers will proclaim this to be the week of the rabbit. All dwellings increase in population. Wonderful. Alrighty, folks. Cloud Castle, Ivory Tower, Still lots to do, lots to buy. There is my barbarian. Sabu the barbarian might have just become my main hero. Nobody else is really a great hero. Level 2, level 2, level 2, level 1. Yeah, he might be my guy at this point. So let me get as many resources as I can. It's going to be Carlawn picking up gold and wood. Looks like it's crystal. There we go. And we needed the crystal for the ivory tower. Folks, that does it. We do still need the ore so we can get into this mage guild. Maybe Carlawn can find some additional resources at sea. Through the whirlpool she goes. Is there only one area this whirlpool is connected to? I'm actually kind of hoping that there's one more. There we go. That works for me. All right. And she will find one more area where the whirlpools will connect. Wood, flotsam. There is some landing area here. But there's more resources to the north. And maybe there's actually more whirlpools to be had. At this point, I need to explore every whirlpool opening so that if an enemy goes into the boat, I can see them coming from a mile off. That is actually very, very important to me. We're going to pick up 5 gems for Dawn the Wizard. Very good. Yeah, and we can't pick up any additional dwellings at this point. We're going to grab whoever we can. Iron golems. Do you want to get the iron golems? Hold on. Do you actually want to upgrade the foundry? I think you want to upgrade the foundry. If you're going to have halflings in your army, you might as well have steel golems. 3 speed, you're already gonna be slow anyway. For 5 mercury, that's okay. The only thing I'm worried about is the sorceresses, because we do have a sorceress castle not too far away. And if they are gonna get phoenixes, we might miss that later. But for now, gazebo, go, Sarakin, go. He's gonna pick up his 1,000 experience. He's gonna get the luck to go along with his spell power. And through this horde of centaurs, he shall go. We're gonna put the rocks up to the top. Stack of 3, stack of 2, 4-speed centaurs. So boars are going to go, then the top stack of centaurs, and then my rocks. Yeah, so we can't avoid taking 1 bit of damage onto the halflings. I already know how that battle's going to go, like, no doubt. So, feels bad, I know, but this is just the way things have to be. We're going to do a full swap with Marini. And now we have to make the choice with Marini. Do you go north or do you go south? We could reach Dawn now. Then you're going to miss out on the pack of zombies. Is there anything else Dawn can do in the meantime? Dawn can pick up this ore here. This is 2 days. This is 2 days. I'm going to go to the south. You got to pick up the ore mine at some point. I'm not going to pick up all this treasure because Sarakin can grab that in just a second. Okay. And then we do run into this pack of zombies. Let's move everybody back to their most prime defensive positions, like so. Zombies want to run. I don't really care if Marini fights or not. Do I want to pursue them? I'm going to fight you because you should be free experience. You are. And then we will pick up this ore mine today. That gives Dawn time to go grab ore just yonder. I'm going to ignore the peasants for now. 9 ore. And then, yes, we should meet very, very soon. Okay. That worked out fairly well, folks. I understand if you're like, whoa, Fix Fox, was that really the best decision to spend 2,500 gold and to not immediately go for this new castle? Because every day that you wait to take Corackston, that's a full additional day that Sabu doesn't get on the board. I think that the time to pick up the ore is going to be useful for us, even though there's other ore on the ground. There's a pyramid. A pyramid for a 5th level spell. Sabu might be a great hero, but I think that Dawn is still going to be high quality and useful in herself. Advanced wisdom, if she can get expert wisdom, she's going to take it. All right, end of day 1 on to day 2. Marini's going to go right on through and just completely charge. Through the Orc Chieftains, yes indeed. Let's do this split right here. And this should go, let's see, what are the losses going to look like? Let's see, 3 speed, 3 speed. Yeah, so if I fight here, the Orc Chieftains, I should still not take any losses. Yep, glorious victory, no problems. And then rather than pick up the treasure, I could pick up the treasure. Not really necessary. Treasure here, not really necessary. I'm going to grab the Dwarven Cottage on my way down with Dawn. And then Marine's going to step up, do a full swap, send over the best troops. I think that, yeah, I think that she's going to keep these dwarves. I mean, the dwarves are pretty good, all things considered. Take a step, well, re-engage on the space bar. Yeah, I mean, 17 dwarves is a good fighting force. I think I'm going to take them for now. Heck, they're even faster than the steel golem. So Dawn is now ready to go. Do I really care about this pack of swordsmen and this +1 knowledge? I think I do. At least I'm going to fight this for the experience, if nothing else, with Dawn. It's a glorious victory. 2 dwarves goes down. Do I want to fight the fight? No, I think I'm just going to lose that. And expert wisdom. There it is. Perfect. We are going to take the expert wisdom. We are going to pick up this witch doctor's hut for the +1 knowledge. An orcish witch doctor living in the hut deepens your knowledge of magic by showing you how to cast stones, read portents, and decipher the intricacies of chicken entrails. And with that, I'm not going to do much else in this little area. That's going to be treasure for Marini and for Sarakin to pick up. And now Dawn is in a foot race to get to Corackston, hopefully in the next 4 days. Hopefully in the next 4 days. Could be a little longer, could be a little less. We will have to see. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Carlawn is doing lots of sailing, and I'm actually really glad that we did spend the time to let Carlawn get out here. My stress levels with her sailing around are much less than they were before, or they would have been if it was some other hero. Because I would have been saying to myself, yeah, but what if I'd had a better hero? What if I'd used my better option? Well, long story short, it's just really nice to have the ability to waste so much time in these whirlpools. And this is about the 8th or 9th trip through these whirlpools, folks. I don't think that there's another whirlpool on this map. If there is, that's just bad luck. Absolutely just bad luck at that point. So Carlawn's probably going to end up trying to land over here. Yeah, this looks like a pretty good landing spot. Alternatively, she could maybe land over here. It'd be adequate treasure. If she lands here, maybe she can actually get into the area. This looks guarded. This looks guarded. Guarded. So if you land where there's treasure, I'm guessing that you're stuck. So if you want the treasure, you can land. But if you don't want the treasure, anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. In the meantime, Sarakin's going to pick up 1,500 gold, 5 additional gems at a campfire, 1,000 gold here, a little bit of extra ore. And then with the ore, I'm going to pick up the Mage Guild today. Tomorrow it shall be the Ivory Tower. And folks, we've got 34 gems. Titans? I mean, I'm just saying, like, Titans? Are Titans a thing in week 2? That would be nuts. If we can go right into Titans. Fast-paced maps are so concerning because I assume then that our Mapmaker says, yeah, even if you get Titans, you're still going to have a bad time. And that's very scary. The scout brings you a letter this evening. Leave this region now. I am the one who will succeed where others have failed and take Ravenhold with my own strength. Whether you're a friend or a foe, doesn't matter. If you are here for the same conquest, I will treat you as my enemy, and no diplomacy will help you here. I'm just a friendly guy. I think we got off on the wrong foot. All right, let's get this straight. I don't like you, and you don't like me. Well, maybe you'd like me if you got to know me. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I'm going to hand off the boar to Marini. I know the Sarakin's already kind of used his movement points, and she's going to be stuck with the dwarves' movement points. But this is going to help her take these other resources, gems and such, and so on and so forth. Abandoned mine, there's no way I'm fighting that. So long as there's halflings in my army, it's just not happening. I don't even want to talk about it. I won't talk about it. I'm not going to go out of my way for this treasure chest. We'll find additional treasure later. We picked up the expert wisdom. That's all I really care about. And then that means Marini is good to go here. She's going to pick up her +1 knowledge from the witch doctor's hut. 6 more gems, 1,000 more gold. I have not found 1,500 experience offered in a treasure chest yet. And I don't know what the math is. I don't know what the percentage breakdown chance is of getting certain richness levels from any amount of treasure. I don't know. But I know that the longer I go without seeing 1,500 experience offered, the crazier that is. Okay, so I see some treasure. This looks like a okay place to land. I'm not anticipating that Carlawn is going to survive particularly long. I don't want to get rid of this Seeing Eye pendant. What I can do is I can go back and I can just wait right next to right next to Sarakin. I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to let Sarakin grab the artifacts, and then she's going to land first thing in the morning. I know that this wasn't the cleanest handoff. I could have done this earlier today, really, as Sarakin was walking his way down. Well, yeah, I could have done that a little bit better. That's for sure. Still, we will save the artifacts. It's not too late to make a good decision. Even if we've made lots and lots of bad decisions, folks, that is just a life thing. No matter how many bad decisions you've made, it's never too late to start making good decisions right now. So if there's something that you've been putting off just because you haven't wanted to do it, or if you've been putting off something because you feel unworthy or like your efforts don't matter, oh, please believe me when I say that I believe in you. And whatever you've been putting off, now is definitely maybe the best time, maybe the best time in the world to finally get that monkey off your back. And I'm rooting for you the whole way. Don't forget that. I'm always rooting for you. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, with that, there is some new language. If you go to leave a comment here, do know that I've taken a little bit of a step back. One of my favorite things in the world is spending the time with all of you. And I've said many a time, and I still mean it, that if it matters enough to you to leave a comment, then I better take the time to read it. The only thing is that now I'm to the point where I don't have as much time as I wish I did. And yeah, I can't move off that spot where I say, if it's important to you, it should be important to me. But I feasibly can't answer every comment all the time. For 2.5 years or so, I've answered every single comment, and it's been great. And I've gotten to meet more wonderful people because of it, and people have felt more inclined to spend the time with me, which I'm very, very grateful for, because nobody is required to spend the time here. So really, I don't regret any of the time I spent. I just don't think I can continue it long term. So please don't take offense if I don't reply to every single comment. Please know that I do still try and look at the comments. I just look at them 3 or 4 days after the fact. I'm not just tied to the comments in the video. And really, that's just a life thing. That's a boundaries thing. I've done a lot to make sure that I am available and spending time. But I also am needing to set some boundaries so that way I can have a healthy life balance. And I just hope and pray that you'll understand. Along with this, I haven't been on Discord in weeks. Specifically, I've taken a break from just everything. Not too long ago, I handed over the keys to the FixFox Discord to Vammy. And so if there's a problem, I trust that Vammy will handle it. If there's anybody that's acting inappropriately there, but I've never had anybody act inappropriately on the Discord, so I don't anticipate that there's a heavy need for moderation. But there is Vammy there in case the wheels fall off or something. But I haven't even been available there. Just haven't been available, folks. Other stuff's just going on, and yeah, we're all just in a different stage of life, maybe, or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I'm in a different stage of life. And I don't regret that. That's good. That means that I'm moving forward in this life, and someday I'll die, but in the meantime, I just want to live while I'm alive, right? And to do that, I gotta put my efforts where they matter. And some things matter an awful lot. My kids are only going to be young once. All right. Hopefully this is all the information you need. Hopefully my good intentions are coming across. I appreciate you very much. But again, I'm not back yet. I'm still taking time away. Even though I'm doing Factorio videos, I'm still taking time away. Alrighty, folks. Month 1, week 2, day 4, on to day 5. And it was a little bit of a bummer here, actually. Dawn did not get into Corackston. And so I'm a little bit sad about that, because that was one full additional day that Sabu was not going to get to go out and play. Well, maybe not true. I would have hired him yesterday anyway. Yeah, I would have hired him, but Dawn would have been just out of movement points, so he wouldn't have been able to leave the castle, I suppose. Anyway, let's have Dawn finally take this castle of Corackston. If there is crazy defenders, I'm going to be just so sad. I'm going to purchase the Thieves Guild just to make sure that there's no major problems. We have 2 enemy portraits to look out for. We'll keep that in mind. Oh, hold on. And number of castles, blue, we are last. So yeah, we really need to make a big effort to get caught up. Looks like yellow has 4 heroes. Red has 5+. And then does that Thieves Guild let me know that this is too tough of a fight? No, this still looks very, very doable. Let's fight this fight. It's a glorious victory. Glorious, I say. It feels bad, though, to count your chickens before they hatch, as it were. I think I want to just stone skin the halflings. If the druids attack anybody else, I don't think I care. I just want to keep these halflings alive. Oh, you go for the rocks? You wild person, you. Well, I'm guessing that the sprites are going to go for the... yeah. Oh, you go into a completely defensive position. Oh, you wild person. Oh, you wild person. All right, let's think about this. How do you want to do this? 42 halflings, 7 rocks. You're only going to kill 1 to 3 of the dwarves. We don't have archery, so the halflings are going to do minimal damage across the wall. I think you want to let the rocks start to deal with these dwarves. Yeah, and then as soon as you can, you need to stone skin these rocks. I wish I'd stone skinned here now. Halflings are going to try and kill the sprites. You can kill most of them potentially. Please get the high end of damage. 11 sprites. We got the absolute low end of damage. Oh, that was sickening. And so 7 rocks go down to 6. But at least our 6-speed boars let us stone skin here immediately. Yeah, if I had stone skinned on round 1, then the rocks could have gotten cured right there as well. That's so sad. Well, at this point, because we're not through the walls, let's step back with the boars, and then we're gonna step back with the dwarves as well. So that way the sprites, yeah, they're just dealing with rocks at the moment. I don't love this, don't get me wrong. This is not my favorite thing. 15 to 24. Now that I know the sprites are not going to come out and do damage, I kind of want to attack there. 5 defense, 2 defense, 2 attack. I should still just keep attacking the dwarves and then just hope that the steel golems can get up there pretty quickly. Okay, now can you kill the full stack? Not quite. You're still doing the best you can. I don't hate you. I just wish that you were a little bit better. Golly. Yeah, the losses are not going to look good. Down to 3 rocks. Oh my word. And now at this point, I think that the rocks kill the sprites, so that way the halflings can use their damage elsewhere. Maybe kill 1 dwarf. You know, if you attack the druid, it's not a guarantee you're going to kill the druid, so you might as well kill him. 23 damage, okay. It wasn't too bad of the damage lost. But now the rocks should be able to retaliate against the dwarves for the rest of this fight. And then everybody else can just rush down the battlefield. There's this little hole in the wall. I can even back off with the rocks now that I think about it. Yeah, I'll just try and save them. 8 HP. Oh, I probably should have been curing the whole time, shouldn't I? That's a mistake. I anticipate that the ballista is still going to attack the halflings. No, they go for the steel golems. That was not anticipated. Let's see. Rocks are still hanging out. Steel golems. Hello. 8 HP. That's fine. I'm just going to skip and let the dwarves go down to steel golems and to halflings. There goes one of the steel golems, and that's going to be the end of it. All right, so 23 halflings, 4 rocks. We saved a rock. Kind of. Overall, I'll take it, but this hurts so bad on these halflings. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. We have to make a major decision here, folks. Dawn is going to be level 4. And if Dawn is level 4, she's a good hero. There's a possibility that she's going to lead Titans at some point. If you're going to lead Titans, basic archery is too good to pass up. Wizards have an incredibly low chance of being offered archery and leadership. And so being offered this now, I can say without reservation, sucks. I'm going to take archery. I'm going to take archery. I think leadership is more of an S-tier type of skill. Like, leadership is the better secondary skill, in my opinion. But archery for the Titans, and then I can supplement my morale with artifacts and other stuff later. There's just no other way to get that archery bonus. Anyway, okay. Good decision, bad decision. That's the decision that we made at the time. And now we need to figure out, do we go in here? I guess we do, because I misclicked. So now we're going to take this magic arrow, view minds, dispel magic. Very good. And then an unknown force is being resurrected. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Happy for that. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh my goodness. We just need the Stonehenge, Fence Meadow, and then the Red Tower. This is a good little castle. I like this. With the level 1 mage guild too, I mean, all of a sudden the magic arrow makes things much better for me. I don't think I can get through a pack of liches and 20 vampire lords here, but I'm very interested in everything that's going on up here. So here's what's going to happen. Dawn is going to vamoose because I don't want to fight any of this just yet with her, but there's stuff here to the south I can definitely fight. So she's going to get out of here, and I'm not going to mix troops anymore. Do I leave the dwarves? Do I leave the dwarves for Sabu so we can defeat pikemen and earth elementals? I don't know if he can. I mean, if you've got 7 elves, you know what? Sabu might do some damage. Then again, those dwarves might save me. They might help me take some fights. I just don't see any. Dwarves are not really going to help with the pack of trolls. They're not really going to help with the halflings. I'm going to leave the dwarves because then I can split my rocks when I eventually fight trolls and halflings and stuff. And we're going to head south. We're immediately going to hire Sabu because he's got pathfinding. He's going to, unfortunately, let his goblins and orcs just hang out for a little bit. And I'm not even going to make this purchase at the moment. He's just going to roll around with some dwarves. Yeah. Roll around with some dwarves. Give me all the treasure in the world. And do it as correctly as you can. 500 gold here. It's going to be another 1,500 gold here. Good. Titans are quickly advancing. 400 gold and then a little bit of extra wood. Not bad. Sarakin does have these artifacts. Let's see. Can we reach? Not quite. We're a little bit far away from Marini at the moment. Titans are still kind of far away. They're more than 2 days away. Not necessarily. One Titan, I think, will kill lots of elves. Well, it'll definitely kill his sprites, and you can roll through it there. Tell you what, we're going to send Sarakin back and be ready to go at a later date. Meanwhile, Carlawn is in this rich area, hoping to be unnoticed by prying eyes. Because if everybody wants a piece of her, they can sure get it. Now at least she can finally run away before bad things happen. Even though these halflings are not really going to be very fast and give her a real edge, it's still something. And then rather than collect gold that is closer to the shore, let's explore as much as we can before bad things happen. Because I can almost tell you for sure that bad things will happen here. Marini, a little bit extra at the moment. She's not really required in any of these areas. She could be a secondary. No. Lots of ghosts. There's no way that lots of ghosts are going to get beaten by 9 steel golems. I don't want to send her up into here. I think I'm just going to have her be ready and waiting. I'm probably going to have her defeat these halflings and when the time comes. So Dawn is going to get to where? Dawn's going to get to right about there. So we're going to be ready to do the handoff. As we pass by, I'm going to grab the forces, defeat the halflings, give them back, and then fight the trolls next turn. Meanwhile, we got 2 castles I would like to upgrade. Not getting the fenced meadow, that's going to be too much. Oh, look, the Aragon the Barbarian. I think that the second Barbarian, there's a lot of treasure here. There's so much area. I'm going to pick up the second Barbarian. I am going to pick up the second Barbarian. I don't know if this is a good decision or a bad decision, but it's a decision we're making. There is such a thing as too many heroes, only because if you don't have a job for everybody to do, then you've kind of wasted your time. But there's enough treasure very, very close by that I think I can make this work. I think I can keep everybody busy for a little bit, especially since there's going to be many deserts, it appears. Okay, so Aragon's moving on up. There's an oasis. He might be able to figure out what's going on to the north here. 500 gold, 800 gold. Yeah, these barbarians are doing a great job for me, cleaning up a lot of these resources. And this watchtower is not critical. I'm going to save this treasure chest for somebody else later. Pyramid, you know. And then Carlawn is going to go just a little bit out of her way for the gold. There is going to be an ultimate artifact. So there's this obelisk here. There's another one over here. Oh, and there's just desert everywhere. My word. A pack of rogues. We can actually break through there. These halflings are actually going to give me an opportunity. I don't think we can defeat Weedpatch by any means, but I mean, all of a sudden, I'm feeling okay about my life's choices and decisions. This is a little unfortunate. we actually wouldn't have to lose any forces in this fight except these rogues. Yeah, the rogues are, if we'd split our forces evenly, we wouldn't lose any forces. Kind of funny how that goes. Okay, big stack of 3. Big stack of 3. The halflings, I'm gonna try to move the halflings out of the way just to stay alive. Take my big stack of 31. Boar stays alive because 6 rogues are basically useless. Stack of 3. And the halfling will go down if I attack with them, so I'm just gonna skip here. And let's hope that 2 halflings can kill 2 rogues. Do it! I believe in you! Ah, rats, you did the best you could. There's 3 HP here. I suppose I should have... No, bless wouldn't matter. Will it matter? If I attack with the bless, I'll do 2 to 4 damage. It won't matter. We're about to lose a couple of halflings. Can't help that. Oh no! Hey there. You there. This is really bad there. Okay. Might as well just split. There's 1 halfling. Well, there's 1 rogue and 2 halflings. I'm just gonna scatter. 1 to 2 damage. Oh, you're not gonna kill me. 1 damage, 1 damage. Oh, you got him. That's so sad. Long story short, by picking up those halflings, we were able to go through this area. And look, I mean, there's this castle of Weedpatch. We might, I don't know, we might get some nifty stuff here. Who knows? Carlawn might be the MVP of this game, and we just don't even know it yet. Let me use everybody else real quick before Sarakin takes his turn. So, On and Marini, say hello, swap, fight and go. Glorious victory, no losses. Perfect, exactly what I wanted. I don't know how much I like the idea of Dawn fighting these trolls, but she does have 3 magic arrows with 4 spell power. So, I mean, 40 points of damage, that's a troll. I don't know. She will win because she's got the steel golems and the boars, but the losses are probably not gonna be good. It was several trolls last week, and then we increased the amount of trolls from several to a pack. So it's right on the cusp of being like 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So maybe 5 stacks of 2 might be what we're looking at. So Dawn's gonna head on up. We still got the split here. The rocks are just going to try and survive. They're not going to attack. They're just going to eat up space to prevent the trolls from doing lots of damage. And folks, we've done it. Holy kittens. Month 1, week 2, day 6. Give me those titans. Nom 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 nom. I'm eating gems. I'm eating the gold. I'm not eating the titans. Is that what you thought? Fix Fox, what do you... Whoa. Whoa. Well, the good thing is this. I just need gold. And do I have 2 marketplaces? I don't have 2 marketplaces. I got 1. I could buy the marketplace over yonder, though. I'm going to buy the second marketplace. And then I'm just going to trade. I got all this wood. Let's just trade for the gold. Oh my goodness, it's so expensive. With 2 marketplaces? Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I am that far away. I am like 2,500 gold away. And that actually is a lot of wood. Thank goodness we traded for this other marketplace. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of most of the wood down to 30. Jeez, not good. I'll get rid of a little bit of sulfur. 10? 10 feels like a lot. I'll do 8. We need 1,000 more gold. I'll trade 16 of the ore. Down to 30. I'll trade down to 25 of the wood and the ore. Don't ask me why. I'm trying to figure out a good amount where I don't feel bad. And folks, there we go. 1 titan. Sarakin all of a sudden can clear out pretty much all of this. So that's what he's going to do. Wolves? Yeah, we'll go fight wolves. Hold on. Did we get a damaging spell? We got a haste. We got a curse at this hometown mage guild. Yeah, I'm going to fight here, here. With 1 titan, I mean, lots of ghosts. No, not on him, but somebody else could probably fight that fight. You can maybe go through a pack of swordsmen. Maybe I send one of these barbarian heroes that direction, because Aragon's kind of done what he needs to do. Aragon can hop on the oasis, scoot over here, and make good use of the attack stats. Okay. Well, regardless, I don't really need this little alcove. This is interesting because it's 500 extra gold a day. I mean, I don't want to buy another boat. I don't want to trade for another boat. Lots of elves is just a little bit more concerning than I'd like for it to be. So I'm going to take out the sprites, get the free archers, and then I will go straight for the elves, and then we will wrap back around and figure it out from there. Okay, not a bad week 2 so far. A-okay, I'm good for all of this. Great. A servant from the old Ravenhold dynasty arrives at your castle. Please save my lord. There is a jail not far from here where they have imprisoned him. He can prove to be a powerful ally in retaking the old castle, but time is short before the leader of Ravenhold gets hold of him. Please hurry. What was that accent? I don't know. By the way, Castle of Ravenhold, that is our ultimate goal. Haven't seen it yet, but I'll keep an eye out for it. I am seeing this, looks like a red barbarian here to the south in the desert. Of course it's a barbarian in the desert. Like, of course it is. Alrighty. We're not too far away from just grabbing a spell book. I guess Aragon's going to be kind of special. He's going to head out for this other deserty area while Sabu collects all this crystal. So much crystal. Ooh, and the paladins, or rather the crusaders, guard an observation tower. It's an interesting wrinkle. I said to myself, whatever they're guarding, I don't want any part of it. But now I'm saying to myself, you know, that's actually kind of worth it, because that would give me a lot of information into the enemy's doings. That would give me a lot of information there. My one dwarf goes down. Can you please not? What is wrong with you? What is, huh? Do I do the stone skin and try to keep him alive? I do. I will. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be what it is. So the dwarf heads up, and then it's 3 sprites go around, and then the stack of 9 is gonna try and kill him. Please don't. Please don't. Yeah, 7 damage. Oh, we're fine. It's good. Okay. And then the dwarf just has to not be stupid. Good, good. Skip and kill. Yeah, there's 260 HP left on this Titan. That dwarf was very important. And maybe I would not have just saved that dwarf with such ferocity, except for the fact that recently I reread The Hobbit. Folks, I tried to get my kiddo to read The Hobbit with me, and he did not make it out of chapter 1, An Unexpected Party. It was just not his thing, unfortunately, and that's okay, because someday it very, very well might be. He's not even 6 years old yet, so maybe it's a little bit more for him. I understand. But I did try to give him the highlights. I'm like, oh, and then the dragon came, and this happened, and that happened. And he seemed to think that the abbreviated version that I provided was actually fairly good. That made me happy to hear. No, I feel like these elves are guarding something else. And now that I've got these archers, I don't feel nearly so bad about fighting here. Let's go do this. And then Carlawn, she's going to pick up a lean-to for 1 sulfur, a few red dragons. I wish she had a 3rd level spell that was like really awesome. But she just doesn't have it. Oh. It's day 7. If I can get treasure, which it looks like I can, not once but twice, I can hire another hero, and I can sail. I can hire another 2 heroes, and I can be ready to sail tomorrow and deliver troops to Carlawn, and she can take Weedpatch. She can. It's totally doable. I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna send her a little bit forward to continue to collect resources. I'm gonna have her go back in a moment or so. 6,300 gold. It's a boat. Let's go with Halon because there's not a lot of testosterone going on in my ranks. Oh yeah, no there is. It was the first 3 Fab sisters, and then it was been all guys ever since then. Oh, never mind. My bad. And then if I hop in now, you can actually land. We can take this in 2 days. It just has to be one single Titan. I think that one single Titan can take Weedpatch. And that's actually strategically good. It's really strategically very, very good, because then that's an extra 1,000 gold a day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Call me crazy, but it will work. I'm purchasing a lot more heroes than I typically do, but this will work. Okay. By the way, I do need to check something out. I've got one of each mine except for the Mercury, and that is just here with the Alchemist Lab. The pack of trolls, if I don't fight them today, they're just going to grow bigger and stronger. Folks, I will win, but there's going to be pretty tremendous losses. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope that these Traveler's Boots are going to be worth it. Let's go! Glorious victory. And it's going to be all stacks of 2, except for the top stack it's going to be a stack of 3, which we did talk about before. Okay. I'm going to just take a little bit off the top here and take out 1 full troll. You know, it's just free real estate. Free troll. So 2 trolls kills, a couple of halflings. The rest of these forces, I'm going to go to here. And here. And I'm not attacking. I'm just sitting here to take damage. And maybe I kill 1 more troll. I did not, but I tried my best. 17 HP remains, so be it. And then yeah, this top stack of trolls is going to get more damage off of the halflings, but you were going to take an extra hit at some point. You couldn't stop it. So this way, maybe I can, maybe this way I can help out my rocks. This little 1 stack here could probably use a little bit of a support. So this troll's already lost their turn. Maybe the halflings plus the rock can do the damage. Maybe. We're gonna stay put. Because of the regeneration, it's not worth it to kill unless you can kill a full troll. That's really the thing here. So I think we skip again. Yeah, I think we skip again and just try and tank the damage. 32 points of damage. If you got good luck, you don't got good luck. If you got good morale, you can maybe do it. Give it a try. Not yet. Okay. And then 17 boars. Now that everybody's covered up, now I can reach this top stack of trolls, and I'm going to do that. Oh my gosh, did I not cast a spell last time? I don't think I cast a spell last turn. That's actually pretty bad. I'm going to do the magic arrow here. Kill a troll here. I didn't even kill a troll. That's crazy. I got him on the retaliation. There's 3 HP left. I'm going to step to here so that way damage works out just a little bit more in my favor. Still skipping. We got a plan, everybody. We got a plan. And with 3 HP left, that just makes too much sense. Halflings will just do a little bit of chip damage there. Golems are getting in there. Do we still kill 1 troll? Not necessarily. 13 HP on the top rock, so we keep them to take 1 more bit of damage. We did already lose 1 rock at the bottom, so at this point that is just kind of what it is. But the losses are going to be much more acceptable than if I had tried to attack and just taken all those retaliations. Okay, do the steel golems kill the troll? Yes, we do. Very good. So now I think I just skip. I'll let the steel golems do all the damage. Back off, 13 points of damage. I will go to here, knowing that the steel golems are going to cover up this top stack. Perfect. 40 points of damage. 5 HP. Don't even risk it. Folks, have you ever had someone tell you that you're risk adverse? It's like, if you are risk adverse, you probably already know that about yourself, right? In my professional life, I've had someone not too long ago say, "Sir," and they use my last name, like, "Mr. You are great at what you do, and I don't want you to stop doing that. However, let me assume the risk." And I really, really appreciate it, because this is a person in authority in my sphere of influence. And I am very, as I've gotten older, I've gotten a little bit more risk adverse in like real life consequences sort of situations. And I don't regret that choice. Like, I'm not going to apologize for that. There's values, it's functional and it's dysfunctional. It's very, very functional because then bad things are less likely to happen. That's great, right? That's great. Nobody wants bad things to happen. But it's also dysfunctional because sometimes you can play it too cautious, right? Like, I think we all know that you can play it too cautious. And I think it's fair to say that there's been some times where I've played a few different situations a little too cautious, right? So it happens. You get a little too cautious. Okay, all right. But, right, to have this other person just tell me, be a little bit more aggressive, like, it's fine, that actually made me feel really, really good. Folks, I messed up here. I thought it was day 1 for some reason. It's day 7, so I'm gonna buy the Stonehenge. I didn't actually need to trade those resources just a second ago. I didn't even really need to purchase Myra. I was getting ready to buy a Titan, but anyway, whatever now, it's over. There's no reason to cry no more. Halflings up, Boars down. Let's go. On to week 3. This is turning out to be a good scenario. I'm enjoying this map. Week of the Tortoise in the best way possible. Week of the Tortoise. Okay, Traveler's Boots, very excellent artifact. Discovering a pair of beautifully beaded boots made from the finest and softest leather. You thank the anonymous donor and add the boots to your inventory. No, I put them directly on my feet. I don't put them in my inventory. What are you talking about? I immediately apply those. I put those on my cattle legs, right? The things that I use to walk. Yeah, I immediately apply those. And then I have a good time from henceforth. Ghosts? Ghosts? Why are there so many ghosts? Ghosts? I mean, at least I'm wizards, and I've got some top tier creatures that are not going to be bothered by the ghosts, but my word, not my favorite moment there at all. I'm going to defeat this pack of swordsmen real quick because it should be very quick and easy. I was about to say it was going to be very quick and easy. It looks like the answer is no. I almost wonder if I should just throw the Titans out here to take the damage because they can tank the damage, right? Heck, I'm even going to do this. Stone Skin, tank the damage. Let the archers stay behind and not tank the damage. Yeah, you did 9 damage. Congratulations. The Stone Skin wasn't even like necessary. Like, I did it, but it wasn't necessary at all. I will attack this bottom stack because then I can attack, let's see. I can attack. I don't want to take the damage from all of them. Like, not necessarily all of them. So I didn't want to come all the way out and just put myself in harm's way. They've done 30 damage total. I'm fine. What am I talking about? It's okay. In fact, I could probably just hit spacebar now. Do I dare do that? Like, do I hit Q to end the battle? And just trust that the archers don't get hit? No! You see what I'm saying? These swordsmen knew what they were doing. Those blackguards. A pox on thee. Dishonor. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, dishonor on your whole family. Alright, well, Carlawn is going to take a little bit more of a step forward. She's getting more gold, more resources, crystal, good, good, all this fine. And remember, she is needing to head back to do this handoff, but now at this point, because I devoted 2 full extra heroes, Carlawn and Myra, then I can do the 1 Titan I already planned on. I'm not going to do 2. 1 Titan should be enough. And then I will do I send the Magi? I don't think you want to send the Magi. I think you'll send the halflings. Nice big army of halflings. I think you're going to send 1 rock. I want 1 flyer just to go with the army. And then there are some sprites nearby where Carlawn is. So then Carlawn is going to take off, hopefully not lose meaningful and significant forces through the whirlpool. Hasn't been a problem up to this point. Oh no, the whirlpool engulfs your ship. Some of your army has fallen overboard. No, we lost a boar. That's so sad. What did that boar ever do to these guys? Okay, not there yet, not there yet. There we go. And I thought we were going to land this turn. It looks like that's absolutely not going to happen. But there's that treehouse. Yeah, so Carlawn can go this direction. We can set ourselves up so we can take this castle, again, very, very soon. The idea is just to take that castle as soon as you can. There's a gazebo. I guess I'll take the expert wisdom. I don't think that that's going to be the most important thing. And I'm going to send Marini... or rather Myra North for Sarakin. And I think that with one Titan and a stone skin, I think that Sarakin's Titan can defeat the ghosts. I think. We will have to wait and find out. I do know that Marini cannot defeat lots of dwarves by herself. So she's just going to go to the ready position in Guerrilla and potentially take from Dawn the troops and grab this on the next day. And that's actually going to let me know if I want to continue into the corner here or not. So all good, all good. Aragon's ready to take off. He's going to try and deal with creatures on the far west side of the map. Sabu's going to continue to grab whatever he can. Gold and such. Yeah, and I think that we're in an okay spot. I'm probably going to go through the pikemen, probably go through the air elementals. That was really the idea with getting these additional druids, as is the idea with picking up this archery range. But for now, let's go for the statue, an extra 250 gold per day. Not going to miss out on that. And I don't think I have any other pressing purchases to make. I do not. Another successful day on Chauffeur. This is nice. This is really, really nice. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's been a while since I had a multi-hero faceted level of planning and strategy that I had to complete, and it feels really, really good. I will tell you that for Olden Era, I never did any of the classical mode against people. I just didn't think it would be fun or interesting. Like, I didn't have time. I don't know who has time in the world to do that. So I didn't. I did a lot of single hero mode, and I got to the point where I was just completely burned out with Heroes of Might and Magic. Like, in general, I've never had a Heroes of Might and Magic game make me hate Heroes of Might and Magic. Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era made me hate Heroes of Might and Magic in general. Like, I couldn't even pick up Heroes 2. Couldn't even pick up Heroes 2. And do you know how hard that is for me to say, folks? Do you know how hard I've tried to, like Olden Era? I have tried really, really hard. I'm probably saying too much here, and I'm not going to say any more because of this, folks. Because of this. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? That's kind of my philosophy here. And so I've already said too much. I've already said too much, and I apologize. I will say that I don't anticipate that I'm going to be playing Olden Era much anymore. So if you're here for Olden Era, I apologize. It's a great game for a lot of people. It's just not a great game for me. It doesn't do... Oh, am I really going to get into this? There's a lot of things it does well. There's a lot of things it does well, right? And I don't want to get into it much more than that. If you want to get into the comments section and we want to have a conversation about it, I'll do that. But I don't want that to permeate into this video. I'm just not interested in that right now. Okay. Well, guess what I am interested in? Marini is going to be leading the charge against the dwarves. Yay! Except now it's kind of a bit of a problem because she doesn't have any spells. It's only 11 halflings. Like, this is not as good of a fight as it once was. It's really not. I assumed that we would just fight this fight and be on our way. I don't actually think that's the case. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think the Marini is in a weird spot here. Now, what I can do potentially is I can do this. I can sit here and Dawn can be ready to go on. And maybe I can hero chain a couple of sorceress troops. Like, even just the druids would actually help me take out these dwarves pretty easily. I know Dawn can take this fight because she's much better, even though the magic arrow is less likely to land. Like, she's just a better hero. Yeah, but it's mostly in your spell power and knowledge. Just to be safe, how about this? What if we just take the unupgraded elves? Let's do that. Let's just take the unupgraded elves. Heck, maybe orcs from the watchtower. Let's do that. Let's just take orcs from the watchtower. That way Sabu doesn't have to give up troops to help him deal with these earth elementals, which, by the way, they're going to be a bear to deal with. So yeah, let's do that. That makes sense. Okay. Treehouse. A group of sprites have a desire for greater glory and wish to join you. Do you accept? I sure do. 26 sprites. Yeah, buddy. Knock, knock. Who's there? Yeah. Yahoo. Yahoo. Sorry, that's just a little bit of Yahoo humor. It's pretty great. I mean, I like it. Oh, I got my kid with the dad joke the other day, and I forget what it was, but it was hilarious because he said it was something to the effect of like, Dad, can you count to 10? Or can you say count to 10? Yeah, that's what it was. It was like, can you say 10? And I was like, yes, I can. Say 10. He goes, great. Hey, wait a second. Just that stupid level of dad joke. Now I understand why my dad did those jokes. It's not about them necessarily being funny. It's about tricking your kid and making your kid know that you were just half a step ahead of him. I don't even have to be a full step ahead of my kid. Just a half step makes me happy. Anyway. Okay, I could rush over here. I don't think it's necessary. I think we can go just a little bit out of our way for 1,000 gold. Yeah, because we can get up to here next time. Yeah, sure. I think the Carlawn is just going to meet you right there, sir. Right there should be just fine. Lots of zombies. That's not going to quite do it for me. But I might take the troops, attack, and then go north into Weedpatch. Yeah, so they've picked up some additional troops. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And even though we don't have any spells, I still like this fight. That's what we're going to do. We'll do that next turn. Meanwhile, Aragon is heading north. There is this free avenue here. I did defeat the Swordsman, so that way I could potentially slip by these druids. I think I can. I hope I can. We will see. There's a telescope in a chest. Myra's going to grab that. And then I do have to decide for Sarakin, do you actually want to fight lots of ghosts? With this spiked shield and all these other artifacts, I think for sure. But without the spiked shield, I actually don't think you have the damage to do it. It's actually crazy that that spiked shield popped up right when it did. Okay, so we're gonna send all this over. I guess we'll send everything over. The negative morale, I mean, I'm just gonna lose forces to these lots of swordsmen. Right. I will send the halfling there, so your morale is actually +1. Funny enough, because if you only have just the one titan, it won't go up, but if you have the 2 troops, it'll go up. And they say we lose this fight. I know for sure with the stone skin we're gonna be fine. I say that, now I'm just like, well, maybe not. Heck, I could even start cursing if I really wanted to. In fact, I think I shall. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the curse now. No, we're gonna do the stone skin now. Oh, I don't want the stone skin to wear off. I don't want the curse to wear off for that matter. Which one do you want to wear off first? Does it matter? You got 17 spell points. You're gonna reapply it because you're not gonna do a haste. Yeah, you're not gonna reapply it. I will curse the bottom stack because I'm gonna attack this top stack that's closest to me. And right off the bat, I get good luck. Oh, and I only killed 2. I still believe in me. I believe in you, Sarakin. You're the man. Keep pummeling away. And then this guy can't reach. This guy can reach? He cannot reach. Okay. So the halflings. I just don't want the swordsmen to attack. I guess that they're not going to. I don't think that they will anyway. Okay, curse is going to go down there, and then we will reapply the stone skin in just a little bit. I might as well kill this full stack. This is gonna be the stack that keeps retaliating against me. 4 to 6 damage. Yeah, but these guys, there's only 7 HP left there. Down to 3. Okay, and from here on out, the Titan's gonna attack the other ones. There's 239 HP. Yeah, I still think that this is fine. Halfling's gonna continue to do the damage here. And the curses shall be reapplied. Stone Skin's gonna be reapplied next turn. I still think I win this. No, maybe not. Maybe not. How much damage is the Titan doing? 37? Believe it or not, the halfling damage actually has been mattering. That's crazy. Halfling damage does matter. Perfect, but we did kill that guy outright. That's actually a big deal. So 142 here. And then I think that you prefer the stone skin over anything else. In fact, did I let the stone skin lapse for a turn? If I did, And that's actually a critically bad mistake. We'll tell you what, folks. If worst comes to worst, here's the deal. Here's what you want to do. You want to kill so there's only one stack left. Right? So you want to kill here. And it's fine because the cursed troop is going to do the retaliations. You're down to 105 HP. I'm going to stand and deliver one more time. Attack. Damage, damage, damage. At least, I mean, 78 HP. I just don't want to get close. But I'm about to just start running in circles. Yeah, I killed him. Great. I get the retaliation off. And with 63 HP, I could maybe just stand and fight. Master Swordsman are doing 15 points of damage. It's going to be a little bit more now that my defense just went down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then I'm like, heck, the halfling's going to continually fight you, and eventually the halfling's going to die when I run by you with the Titan, and you decide to fight the halfling instead of the Titan. So the Titan's going to go all the way up to here, and you're going to kill the halfling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, all right. Oh, you can reach. Oh, that's crazy. I did not anticipate that. All right, well, I guess we'll do it again. Uh-oh, did I mess this up? You attack right here. Take one more hit. It's only 8 damage at a time. 30. I'll just kill you. All right, fine. Okay, all right. That was way too close for comfort. And now I'm just saying to myself, dude, are you sure you can take the ghost? Because now you're going to have to grab this magic well before you fight. It's right there. It's like right in your way. It'll be fine. I'll take the 1500 experience. On Sarakin, he'll take the pathfinding. Oh, he'll take the advanced pathfinding. Dude, Sarakin might have just became the guy. Oh, Sarakin might have just become the guy. Oh, there's a gosh darn bone dragon here? You're kidding me. We will fight this fight in a second because it's going to be fine. I'm going to take the experience. Sarakin, I think Sarakin with the advanced pathfinding just became a monster. Expert wisdom, pathfinding, Sarakin just became the guy. And I understand that Dawn still has the logistics, but that logistics just carried me in this early spot on the dirt, which is fine. No problems there. No quarrels or concerns on my end at all. This is okay. I am not mad or sad at all. Yeah, the one Titan will defeat this guy. I'm just going to wait one more day, I suppose, for Sarakin. He'll grab that in a second. No worries. Okay, and then what else? Is Dawn going to fight these dwarves? If I don't fight the dwarves, then I feel silly. You got stone skins and stuff. Just make sure you leave the steel golems up here. And we'll fight and we'll win. It's not going to be pretty. Oh, look at the terrain. The terrain is very not pretty. Look at that. Huh. So how about this? If I stick the rocks out of the way, the dwarves should want to go here. I might be able to play back and forth with the movement. I might be able to. The crazy thing is that I don't know, the halflings are just not going to do enough damage for it to really matter. Not really, anyway. So if I step here and then I step just out of the way with the rocks. Now they should all go up. Oh, but these guys are going to get stuck. Unless I go back, and then they're going to want to go down. Okay, yeah. I'm making this work. Just playing with their heartstrings and emotions. And now they should go all the way back around. Waste the time. Yep. All right. Perfect. Is what I'm doing fair? Of course it is. I'm just moving the controls in a way that is legally prescribed by the game. I'm not doing anything illegal, folks. I am going to run out of shots in a little bit. But I'm doing nothing illegal. So can what I'm doing be so bad? I don't know. That's actually a fun conversation for a lot of people to have, where it's like, just because it's legal or illegal, does that make it right? And I know people that'll say, well, if it's not illegal, then it surely must be fine. And I'm like, I still think that there's a lot of things not encompassed by the laws of man that are still good or bad, regardless of whether or not there's an official law or a person to enforce it. Fixfox, like what? I don't know, man. like putting your shopping cart away at the store. I do think that that is the bare minimum of you being like a decent person. If you can't put your shopping cart away at the store, you know what? I don't know if society is even working anymore. Oh, look. Right there, you get the good morale. The halflings are out of shots. That's so sad. I'm going to do this. I'm going to step to here. Oh, the dwarves wanted a piece of me. Oh, and now they're just going to charge because the halflings are out of shots, so they don't even care. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to surround this stack of 11 dwarves because I don't think that they can do 40 damage. Could be wrong, but I don't think that they can. We got 3, 3, and 11. Yep, 36 damage, so big stack of rocks is going to peel off. Boop. Little stack is going to stay. Nah, I don't know. It was a lot closer for comfort than I would like. And my steel golems are going to get in there. Last time I lost 5 steel golems. I don't think I'm going to lose 5. But from here on out, I'm just going to let them do the damage and tank the damage. There's another one. This is what they're for. I'll lose a boar. Yeah, and from here, everybody should just surround and win. All right, so we saved ourselves a little bit there. The logistics works for me, +1 knowledge, and most importantly, folks, Alchemist Lab for +1 of the mercury per day. Critical. Critical. Could not have gone any better. We've run into a dead end. I'm not fighting lots of liches anytime soon. Even this horde of centaurs, I can fight the horde of centaurs. And I would win. I will do it just in case it's a really nice secondary skill. We'll see what it is. Meanwhile, Marini is like, oh yeah, wasn't I supposed to take these forces? And Sabu's like, oh yeah, you were. Huh. That sucks to be you. He's gonna pick up gold, I suppose. And then since Marini is not gonna stick around, what's she gonna do? I don't know. What's she gonna do? Stay, go. There's just not a lot of fun stuff for her to do. I mentioned a little while ago, if all your heroes are doing good things, that's fine. When you don't have a job for everybody, that's when it says to you, like, well, did I really need to spend 2,500 gold there? I don't think I have anything for her at the moment, but there is 2 titans back at home, and it's always going to be good to have somebody ready to pick up titans and go. So for now, I think we're fine. It's day 3. I don't need to make any decisions about fenced meadows or red towers or anything like that. I think we just hit end turn and go on to the next day. And the enemy is clearing out more and more of their starting biome. So Marini shall go home. Dawn shall fight this fight against this horde of centaurs. 50 centaurs. Yeah, I still got 2 magic arrows for 40 points of damage. That's still pretty good, right? Yeah, I will use at least one of the magic arrows just to babysit this fight on this top stack because the 4 speed and 4 speed. Yeah, that'll save a little bit of damage there. Okay, 5 centaurs doesn't do much. Rocks will just settle in where they can. Once and twice. And then I think that I care so little about the rest of these centaurs that I think I'm fine for the halflings just to attack northernly. 23, 25. I will spin the magic arrow on this bottommost stack of centaurs. And then then the boars attack this topmost stack. And that way I just feel comfortable. I'm not going to lose a rock. What? How did I lose a rock? I am so confused. How did I lose a rock? What did the AI do that messed that up so bad? I am thinking at the moment. I am thinking back to the fight and where I left things. No, there's no way I should have lost a rock. There's no way. No. No. Not unless at the end of the fight, after one of the rocks got freed up, I could see them trying to go fight the centaurs and like just not backing off. I could see that. It must have been just within 3 to 5 HP. Like it might have been just that close that this all happened. Ugh, that's heart-wrenching. But it was all for a good cause, because now that's an extra 100 gold a day. That's actually going to pay for itself. Would you rather keep the 1 rock Or would you rather have Dawn make 100 gold for the rest of the game? I know which answer I'm picking. Okay, lots of liches. All right, all right. Ghosts. Guess we kill peasants? I guess. I don't know. Well, we picked up the +1 attack. We're going to pick up this artifact here. Yeah, it's just the bone dragon, right? So Titan easily just stomps on a bone dragon. And now with the spike shield 3-5, I think that this fight with these ghosts is now much better than it was before. So I'm going to head over in that direction. I will grab the magic well, so that way I got full spell points. I do have mysticism, so I could have done like one stone skin. It's going to take multiple fights for that to happen. What is that? A black cat. Oh, I didn't even see the black cat there. Can you see the black cat, everybody? It's still my favorite, not my favorite addition to the FHeroes2 project, but it's one of my favorite things with the FHeroes2 project. Like, truly, it makes me so very, very happy that they have the black cat that lets you trade morale for luck. Because, you know, you could trade luck for morale. Wait. No, you trade luck for morale. Yeah, and there's just no mechanics in base game that really lets you have luck as an interactable object that'll like go lower than neutral, except for the pyramid, but you rarely run into that. What I'm trying to say is that the black cat adds an extra dimension to the game that without it, I feel sheepish and sad. So very happy that we have that now. Okay, folks, this is happening. Carlawn does not have any spells. She's gonna have a Titan. She's gonna make this happen. I believe in you, girl. I totally believe in you. And you got the 61 halflings. You got this. You know, right? You got this. I believe in you. Just go do some damage. Glorious victory. You're not going to lose the Titan. It'll be fine. I believe in you. No spells, but I still believe in you. Oh, you got a bless. Of course you got a bless. Why wouldn't you have a bless? I think you actually bless the halflings, though. Yeah, the damage range here is 15 to 22. I think you bless the halflings. And I think you try to kill most of the halflings here. Nice, we killed 11. That's really good, actually. That indicates that these other rocks should be coming out to play, which is actually quite nice. 14 golems, yes, yes. Who did the turret kill? Ballista killed 17 halflings. Yeah, you're gonna want to actually go in there for these golems. You will want to. It's just gross and sick and stuff. Ugh. Gonna try and protect the halflings from these boars. Not once, but twice. Yeah, the Titan is not going to be bothered by you at all, sir. And then because we don't have archery, yeah, let's just do the bless here. And do you want to kill 8 of the boars, or do you want to kill 2 rocks? Is the Titan going to kill the rocks? I don't think that he will, but with some additional help, he probably can. Kill 1. Oh, you killed the boar there? Okay, that's fine. So long as we kill everybody by the end of this, that's fine. We'll skip. No! Alright, there we go. Is the ballista still killing the halflings? Yes, they are. I think you're just going to lose the halflings. You might as well not lose the sprites on top of that. You really might as well not. I'll skip here. My halflings are going to die. Do you want to kill the... You could probably kill these halflings in a second. Get the damage off here, take one more ballista shot, and then go from there. Oh, full damage because the wall broke. Cool. And we'll back off. Down to 14 halflings. Good morale. There we go. All right, and now at least we're doing full damage. Heck, I wouldn't even mind just letting the Titan go into melee range. I'm not going to, but I could. Just trying to keep everybody else alive. Oh, and the Titan is now taking damage from the ballista. And the ballista does more damage to the Titan than it does to anybody else, funny enough. Like, I'm not quite sure how the modifier for the defense on the turrets works. Bonus +2 to their attack skill, so it does scale with your defense, right? So for the halflings were taking... Ballista was doing 16 damage to the Titans, but to the halflings, the ballista was doing 35 damage, so Yeah, the defense does matter. And at this point, I'd much rather the Titans take the damage. They're still taking the damage, but their defense does matter, ultimately. Okay, cool. I'm glad that we went through the thought exercise to figure out how that works, because that probably isn't important today, but that might be important next time. 14 sprites, 2 boars, 47 of the halflings. Oh, but Carlawn is going to level up probably twice now. She's going to take the scouting. Oh, she only leveled up once. Oh, well, now I'm embarrassed because she's like, guys, I'm still cool. Yes, my dear, you are so cool. Sorry. Didn't mean to make you feel bad about that. Okay. Corvus, the red player, is kind of interesting. He's not moving. He hasn't moved this entire game. I don't think he's going to move anytime soon. Pack of Phoenixes, Black Pearl. This is probably... What was the name of the guy? Ravenhold? This is probably the guy that they were talking about. We haven't seen a single tent. Not red, not teal, not purple. Where would I find those? Maybe I have to go north. We will see. Okay. But I'm happy with this castle. The only problem is that this is in an area that is much more difficult to defend, and so I don't want to just rush into trying to get Titans and Giants. Even getting this ivory tower doesn't feel great, because if you lose it, then you're sunk. Yeah, it's going to be a long time with only 1 gem per day plus 1 or maybe 2 of these magic gardens. It's going to be a long time till I can just freely get into Titans at Weedpatch. I should be grateful for the fact that I have any Titans at all. And whether or not I go for more, that'll be tough to say. Okay. Well, in that case then, I do think that we shall leave Weedpatch behind. We're not going to purchase any of these troops. I think that the Titan will equip themselves quite nicely. I'm going to leave the sprites behind. No, I'm going to take the sprites. There's going to be rocks, and rocks are going to be much better than anything else. We're going to grab whatever treasure we can here, and maybe again, maybe on the road is where we will find everything that we're looking for. What if Corvus is on a leash and he has like a radius of 10 squares or something? And what if he reaches me and I just don't expect it? That would be terrifying. It's like in a bad guy movie, like a horror movie. You think that Jason or Freddy has finally been defeated, and they're not. And then you get a jump scare. That's what I'm expecting at this point. So not if, but when that happens, just know that I called it, man. I called it. All right, it's day 4. I mean, Phoenixes, though. Phoenixes would be a safe bet. You would have to get a couple of extra gems, but that's not going to be too tough. We've now got a 3rd castle that now has a marketplace. I can get the fence meadow today. I can wait a day, and then I can get the gems necessary. I'm going to go for this red tower. And the alternative is that you go for Mage Guild levels. I'm going to go Phoenixes. This early, a red tower and an upgraded cloud castle by the end of week 3 is great. I think that that's going to be the play. So let's do that. Meanwhile, Aragon is going to go into the desert. 1,500 gold from that treasure chest. There's a new windmill. There's a Sphinx. I don't know. It's a good thing we have a lot of extra heroes, because now I don't mind if I just have the Sphinx eat somebody. It's not a good way of inspiring confidence amongst your troops. Okay. Okay. Did I just buy this marketplace or not? Am I crazy? Oh, I bought it in the other castle. Tell you what, the Stonehenge upgrade is very expensive, all things considered, but getting Grand Elves is not. So we're going to get 13 Grand Elves. The gold, I'm in a good spot with my gold. I'm in an okay spot with my Druids. I think I'm even going to pick up these Dwarves. Yeah, because there is a hill fort to the south if I want to upgrade them later. And then I think with these forces, lots of earth elementals. I don't know. 3 attack, 1 defense. With a magic book, magic arrow, dispel. That's actually kind of bad. You'd want like a slow or a haste. I don't think that that's going to be enough. These forces, though, could be enough to give Dawn the oomph she needs to get through these liches. It would be. I think if you're going to go through the pikemen, you only go through the pikemen if you can also go through the earth elementals. That's just a load to deal with. Yeah, I'm going to go south. I'm actually going to send these troops over to Dawn so she can continue to roll. She does have the traveler's boots. I'd actually love for those to be on somebody else, like, you know, Sarakin, because Sarakin's like my main hero at this point. But this is the way. On to day 4. Day 5. Oh, no, no. Oh, Phineas the Barbarian. Holy shit. He is this close to a spell scroll that I've had my eye on for the last minute. Oh my goodness, that was just about the closest thing. I don't know if I can reach. If I take a step out of my way for this magic well, I don't know if I can reach. Okay. Because it's desert and he's got 1400 movement points. He's got the advanced pathfinding. Okay. So let's just assume that I'm going to survive with man, this mysticism actually is coming in clutch. With 2 stone skins, 6 rounds of combat, I think I'm going to take the ghosts. I'm going to fight all this. Remember, I've got the 3 attack, 5 defense. He's a good wizard. Yeah, I'm going to fight this fight. It says it's glorious victory, so no spells are even needed. We step up. I'm going to take this artifact right out from under your nose. Mass bless. No soup for you. I'm not going to attack Phineas. I'm not going to attack him. No, not at all. Not at all. And I don't feel bad about not giving him these troops from Myra. I'm just going to evacuate these troops as best I can. I'm probably going to rehire Phineas, or rather Sarakin, wherever I want to, wherever I need to. Gold. And if I could, I'd actually get around him and get to the oasis. I probably should have waited on these. If he wants to get around me right now, he can to the far end there, and that might save me a little bit of time. I think I'm good to just stay right here and just wait, because I'm pretty sure that he is not going to want to attack me. No, excuse me. He's going to for sure want to attack me. Yeah, several Cyclopes. Yeah, for sure. Plus yeah. And I'm just going to rehire in a second, and I'll be quite happy with that. Alternatively, I can attack, and then I can rehire today. He can have new spells, and maybe he doesn't go directly south and pick up Myra. Even if I lose Myra, that's okay. It's not ideal. Like, she's got the expert wisdom. This is some free troops. They were free though. Archer's House and Watchtower. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna attack, and I will be the fastest guy here. There's no disabling spells that could bother me. And I'm gonna find out very, very quickly if he's got like 8 spell power or something nuts. Yeah, says we lose. This is a good first look at our enemy. And this way I'm 1 full day ahead. 9 attack, 3 defense, 1 spell power, 2 knowledge. I think I'm okay to do the stone skin and do a little bit of damage. I kill 1 troll at a time. I can kill 1 troll at a time for sure. I'll just kill 1 troll. I'll do the stone skin. I'll kill a troll. Good luck. I killed 2 trolls maybe? I killed 3 trolls. I did exactly 120 points of damage. That was nuts. Oh, and now I am obligated to run away now. Bye-bye. Yeah, I don't want any part of you now. But for 3 trolls, I feel quite a bit better than I did just a moment ago. I will rehire here. We're going to pick up full spell points the next day. Heck, I'm going to pick up a level 2 mage guild. Are you sure you want to? But your phoenixes, I can trade if I need to. A level 2 mage guild, that might give me like a lightning bolt, which for Sarakin with 4 spell power could be pretty darn useful. There you go. Lightning bolt, disrupting ray. Good choice. And then in just a little bit, we will deal with Phineas. But for now, get full spell points and get your shut eye, sir. And I will see you in the morning. Rest well. Meanwhile, for Halon, I could send Halon in this direction. I kind of don't mind just going back and grabbing everything else. Those 2 piles of gold, I know what those are. This treasure chest, there might be a path around this dragon. I don't think that there is. But it's within the realm of possibility. Aragon is getting lots of extra resources, and I can get the Sphinx, but I cannot get by the druids. Carlawn has advanced pathfinding, and he's got a spell book. I don't think that he's a good choice. I don't think he's a good choice to just sacrifice needlessly to the Sphinx. I think that Myra is actually that choice. Heck, even Marini is, well, she's got the estates, not Marini. I think Myra is your best choice to just sacrifice somebody if you want to find out what the Sphinx is. And I think I do. I can tell you already, I kind of do. All right, well, there you have it, folks. There you have it. Myra, pack your bags. Something crazy's coming your way. Let me know how it goes. Best of luck. I'm going to leave these dwarves behind so that way we can get those upgraded. The one single rock is the only flying creature here. The morale instantly tanks and is instantly bad. But still going to be what I do. So then Sabu can go back, get the dwarves upgraded, and then he can hand these troops off to somebody else. Maybe in a moment he'll go through Corackston. Carlawn is going to go through these sprites. Do I have the gold to actually purchase a full tree city worth of sprites? I think so. It's just a lot. Some of the sprites living in this tree city are willing to join your army for a price. Do you want to recruit the sprites? Yes, I do. 58, 2,900 gold. I'll spend the 2,900 gold. And then just the next few treasure chests will go directly to refilling the coffers. So Dawn now has the forces. She's got full spell points because there was this magic well sitting right there. And I'm going to send her through these lots of liches. If I can get to this corner, whatever this corner may be, then at least I'll know what the corner is. And I won't feel bad about missing out on some other forces. So she's been able to pull some really nice troops together. She does have some magic arrows. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, it's not even close. Magic arrows doing 40 points of damage. At last my love has come along. The elves are killing one power lich at a time. Oh my goodness. This is not good. Okay, so let's think about this. Rock is going to go down here and just soak up attention. Well, dwarves can run that way quickest. So Rock sits up here in a second. It's going to last for a little bit of time. Magic arrow onto the... It's 13 defense is the problem, right? We have no attack skill, and these are the most defensive heavy creatures in the game for ranged units. Except for Titans. But even that, they're not too far off. So you got to kill these guys off until the battle dwarves can get there. You got to kill these guys off till the battle dwarves can get there, because this rock is not going to survive. This is not good. A cold ray would change this whole thing. I think you want to send the dwarves south, because that way you don't waste the extra movement there. I think you kill from bottom to top. Sickening. Absolutely heart-wrenching. And these power liches are going to go first next. Stick to the plan. It's another one of those. Do I kill two? I can kill two here. I think you can kill two where you can. It's, well, it's 40 points of damage. So with 80 points of damage, you can kill three. So I think you do this, actually. I think you magic arrow here once and then twice again. Next turn, you're going to magic arrow there again. Still working bottom to top. Oh gosh, the rocks are going to go down this turn to these liches. Oh my goodness. That's not good. 5 HP there, that's negligible. The orcs can handle that. But again, this is going to be... Okay, so orcs are going to handle here and then here in the next two turns. These liches are still going to be a problem. Then you talk... So this is handled. Assume that this is handled by the orcs and another magic arrow. Then you got to work top to bottom. So bottom to top and now top to bottom. This is totally not good. You know, where I come from, this is a problem. And the dwarves are going to be able to reach 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank goodness. Holy kittens, thank goodness for that. Yeah, but they're under some heavy duress now. Oof. Okay, magic arrow here, because you're going to kill a lot. There's 20 HP worth. I mean, you know... You're going to waste some damage here. Yeah, I'm just going to choose not to waste the damage, and this will save the damage here when this lich... There's 3 liches killing instead of 4. Doing 20 to 30 something. You're the only one that can do any real damage to these power liches. Somebody's got to do something. I've been waiting on killing here, but I will now. And we only have 10 dwarves. Like, only 10 dwarves. We got this fight. We're going to win, but... Oh my goodness. This is not the way I prefer to do this. Please kill. Whew. Got him. First try. And then I'll do 2 magic arrows here and let the dwarves work on the top stack. He'll kill here in just a second. Okay, good. Yeah, battle dwarves are now gonna step all over you. Well, this was not pretty, folks. It's amazing how much damage the magic arrow's been able to really do for us, though. Really saved our bacon in this fight. Still, losses are not great, but all things considered, I mean, I would have to bring so many additional forces to come down here. So the opportunity cost of just getting through here to seeing what's on the other side is potentially massive. Especially if, for example, there are 3 watchtowers or whatever else. We do still have some movement points. We still have some, well, magic points. We've still got enough troops. We can do some stuff. So I don't hate this. But what I do hate is the fact that now Marini is like, well, shoot. He goes, well, I kind of want the Sphinx and I want the troops, but I can't reach it all. Is there anywhere else for her to go? Not really. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting around with her. So she's just going to sit right here. Well, she's going to sit right here and just be useful, hopefully in the future. Okay. Every tower, I'm still waiting on that decision. If you're going to go for the red tower, you got to go fast. Go day 6 tomorrow. So day 6, day 7. You're not going to make it. No, because of the pressure here, you got to purchase the Titans and fight. Have to. Yeah, but you got 55 crystal and 36 sulfur. Yeah, but I like Mage Guild levels. That ship has sailed. I understand what you're saying, but you're also incorrect in your thinking. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do, smart guy? Me? I'm just the voice of reason. This takes me back. There was a long time ago in a video where somebody's like, "Are you okay? Like, are you actually like, are you like a crazy person?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not a crazy person, but I'm externalizing my internal conversations just so that way you can have some fun and some insight as you're enjoying this. Trust me, it's more of a purposeful decision than just insanity. Although, maybe that's just the lies I tell myself. What do we think about that?" Okay. Well, I'm going to hit end turn because I don't have to make this decision just yet. Let's hit end turn. And oh my gosh, there's a red enemy right here. Jacqueline the Barbarian. And I'm feeling some pressure, but Phineas buggered off, which is good. Is that like a really offensive word? That's not an offensive word here in the US, but it might be somewhere else. I just realized. I apologize. I do try to keep these family friendly. And I just realized I might have just ruined somebody's day. Now that I know this about this Jacqueline hero, I wish I just kept this all here. Oh, I can hit the watering hole. I can not run up there. I think I got to hit the watering hole and just explore as much as I can. Get to the corner. Yeah, and there's a barbarian castle. This is good information. Even though we're going to die for it, this is good information. Got to keep Dawn because she's got the boots. And now we're fighting a war on 2 fronts. Not good. Not good. All right. Worse things have happened. Stranger things have happened too. Oh, look. And then this guy. Oh, it's the same guy. It's Fineous. Well, there's no way Fineous is going to fight dragons to take me on. What are you doing, buddy? You are... you're being a little bit aggressive. You got from here to there. This guy's got some insane movement points. Oh, my word. We're going to have to keep an eye out on that. So then... I do still want to send Myra up here to the Sphinx. That's just on my list of things to do. So Marini's going to grab these forces. Thank you. And actually, I think that she takes him down to this hill fort. Because there's going to be other dwarves there, and there's going to be, you know, you can upgrade the orc chieftains there. We're going to have more titans pretty quickly. We're gonna have more titans pretty quickly. Gonna grab some pre-crystal here. There's a windmill. I'm gonna back off with Aragon, because now this guy is super scary. He is so well traveled. This does reinforce one important thing for me though. That is that Sarakin's absolutely my main guy. If we have to counteract crazy movement from barbarian heroes in the desert, you have to have the pathfinding, and he just combines the best of all these different worlds for you. So yeah, it's the choice. It's definitely the choice at this point. Day 6, I will pick up the stables for the short amount of time it's gonna be useful. Thankfully nobody's really dealing with me in the middle. That's kind of nice. This Corvus character is gonna go away if we can defeat all the enemies in the center, but now we know how big red really is. It's been a minute since we checked in on this. Yeah, so you are actually the toughest hero. What? 9, 3, 1, and 2. That's crazy. So we haven't even seen yellow. We've seen red. But somehow Phineas is the guy? You're telling me that this is your toughest? Well, what's this guy? Chopped liver? Huh. Okay. All right. All right, well, maybe just because of the forces. Did he pick up any additional forces? No, these are the same forces as before. With 9 attacks, sure, you can go through these dragons if you want to. I just don't think that's going to be particularly helpful for you. I guess I could be wrong. Ivory Tower, yeah, we're not going to upgrade this castle, but I am going to trade 4 gems. You need 8 gems if you're going to do that. Because I do want to leave here with titans. I could hire a boat and go grab all this just with one more titan. I'm gonna do that. I don't have summoned boat here. No, I don't. So I'm gonna just hire a boat. This is potentially a horrible decision. If this guy turns south all of a sudden, we are in trouble. And like the timing is just bad because this is 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. This takes you 4 days out of your way. Now I wish that I had Marini in a different position. And now I wish I hadn't purchased that Titan. Okay, let's make some trades here. It's not going to be as bad as we're talking about. It'll be fine. Fence Meadow. It's going to be the Red Tower tomorrow. We will have the resources, don't you worry. Sarakin. Sarakin's going to trend towards the Sphinx. And that's like a just in case. We're going to use a... Oh, Halflings just joined me. That's great. This is going to be a just in case. If Myra determines that it's a really, really easy Sphinx, I might have somebody else step on the Sphinx. Just so that way, if it's a good reward, like experience or something, then that way it doesn't go to a crappy secondary hero. High reward or not. Okay. Day 7. Okay, Dawn suffers a catastrophic loss. They're 6 speed first, so they get to go first. Yeah, I mean, I got 40 points of magic arrow, but that's not going to do it. Yeah, 2 orc chieftains at a time, that's not going to do it. I'm gonna get rid of the genie just because I hate his stupid face. It'll also let the druids take an actual shot at somebody. Do you want to kill one wolf? 6 attack, 4 defense. This is a good enemy hero. Yeah, my spell casting is not good enough to make up for the lack of offensive stats. Yeah, we'll kill it. We'll kill a wolf. It's right there. I'll kill 2 more wolves. They're right there. Ooh, a lot of damage. Excuse you? Am I going to get blanked here if he attacks? She might have a spell. Force speed? No. I think I can attack here, and I don't think I'm going to get killed. I'm just not going to get wiped. I'm going to get one more turn to cast a magic arrow with 40 points of damage. Yes, you kill either 2 wolves or you kill 13 goblins. That doesn't feel like a lot. I'm going to kill 13 goblins, and then we are going to quit the battlefield. Do I keep these troops? I think no. These guys were free. These guys are not very consequential. I think we just reevaluate our life choices and come back another day. Oh, there he goes. Oh, but you lost tons of forces. Are you just rushing for the boat? If this guy's rushing for the boat, that's actually rather interesting. There's no point in giving over any free experience. Do I want to rehire Halon at the end of this? No. Immune to death spells? I don't think it matters at all. So we just run. We leave Halon. Yeah, okay. I think I'm okay with this. Because now Sarakin's in a position where it's like, look, buddy, I think you just go. I think you go. He is not very tough. There's probably a castle right in here. And even if he sets sail, where's he going to go? He's going to go over to here, and he's going to go right into some new titans. That's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, that's okay. This is okay. Let's do this, though. Let's rehire Dawn now so she can get the Traveler's Boots up where they belong. Before I do anything else, though, let's trade just enough to get the tower. Don't trade the ore. It takes 30 ore to get the red tower. Okay. Important pickup there. And then, yeah, let's just send Dawn over. We'll give Sarakin the boots. Oop. I'll take the halflings because I don't think you're really going to need them. You can keep the boars because sure, why not? But yeah, now you're not slow. Sarakin just got a major speed boost because you got rid of halflings and you got... Yeah, and you got the Traveler's Boots. You went from 1,100 movement points a day up to 1,700. I think you go straight in this direction. You hit the Oasis. And you maybe get a resupply in a little bit. Myra's going to continue to go up this way. Aragon's going to be ready for, yeah, some resupplies. Marini's going to continue on her general path. And maybe meet up with Sabu. As long as I can hold the defensive might of the Sorceresses Guild, I'll be fine with how this shakes out. Carlawn is only level 3. There's a Dragon City. Dude, okay, let me think about this. No, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way. You got a Stone Skin and a Bless for 1 Titan. It's day 7, so it's the right time to consider that as a possibility. It's not happening. It's not happening. And so then we can either continue on in this direction. I mean, there's a graveyard. Graveyard, swing for the fences, get a really nice artifact. I will go in that direction. Minor Scroll of Knowledge, guarded by lots of Earth Elementals. Another barrier. Huh. Okay. Well, and we're just going to have Sabu sit here overnight, pick up dwarves in the morning, and then no, we're just gonna step right here right now. We'll be ready to figure out what Marini wants to do next. I'll let her decide. Ladies first, my dear. Okay, and then Dawn is still a good hero. I think that she is gonna lead. She's gonna lead the sorceresses. She's got the archery. That's gonna be pretty useful for her. I don't hate my choices. I've got Phoenixes coming. I've got Phoenixes and Titans. I don't really have a way to pay for them. I'm only getting 4,200 gold a day. So really, that's more of a reason not to try to go for the Cloud Castle over here. We're going to let Hail on the Wizard expire and go away. On to new day, folks. Yeah, red does some interesting stuff there. Red is a thorn in my side because I know that this is a resource-rich and dense map, and I'm very, very sad that they're taking so much stuff from me. Ah, okay. Alrighty, here's the play. We'll do the swap here. I will take all of the wizard troops back with me in this direction. Sabu can get up to Orc Chieftains and be ready for whatever comes next up here. So that way Marina can go back. Carlawn's gonna pick up a tiny amount of resources after she fights some skeletons. Yeah, the more exploring you do on this map, the better. Oh my goodness, there's so many resources. This is great. I wish I had a little bit more movement points to clean all this up though. We'll see about hero chaining. And then here we go. So with Phineas being low and my assumption that there is a castle in here somewhere, I pick up this oasis. There it is. There's your castle. Can I reach? I can reach Yorksford. Crag hack, I don't even care about you. I will deal with you if I have extra movement points. I don't, but I wish I did. And now that means that I get 4 Cyclopes. Perfect. And you can't steal that away from me because I'm right in front. Perfect. I may not be a smart animal, but I'm lucky. And I think that if I'm lucky, that actually goes a little bit further for me than being the smartest bear in the bush might be. I could be wrong. I could be right. I will take the scouting for Aragon since that just seems to be his MO at the moment. And then I'm not going to hire another hero with only 800 gold. 8,000 gold. I think he stays here overnight. No, he picks up 1 Titan immediately. And then he'll be ready to set off in the morning to try and resupply Sarakin when the time comes. Meanwhile, all right, moment of truth. Myra, it's time to say goodbye. This Sphinx, what exactly does BorasDK have in mind for us? I have a riddle for you, the Sphinx says. Answer correctly and you shall be rewarded. Answer incorrectly and you shall be eaten. Do you accept the challenge? Yes, I do. The Sphinx asks you the following riddle. What does man love more than life, hate more than death or mortal strife? That which contented men desire, the poor have, the rich require, the miser spends, the spendthrift saves, and all men carry to their graves. I can already tell you I'm not going to get this, but give me just a second to think about this. What does man love more than life, hate more than death or mortal strife? That which contented men desire, the poor have, the rich require, the miser spends, the spendthrift saves, and all men carry to their graves. What a very fun riddle. I can tell you that I just mentioned a little bit ago that I was reading The Hobbit recently. You would think that that would mean that my mind was prepped for this sort of a challenge. But I really like this riddle just because I can already tell it's nice because, yeah, it's got a lot of like in-betweens. Like what's in between something that the poor and the rich have. Man love more than life, hate more than death or mortal strife. Contented men desire, poor have, the rich require. Miser spends, the spendthrift saves. Spends is interesting to me. Because if it's not money, all men carry to their graves. Love more than life, hate more than death. What do you love more than life, but you hate more than death? Time, Bilbo squeaked. The poor have, the rich require. The miser spends, the spendthrift saves, and all men carry to their graves. I know I'm not going to get this. And so there's no amount of thinking that I can do that's going to get me there. And so, unfortunately, I think that this is the time that we say goodbye to one boar and one hero. Folks, I'm going to take a picture of this. I will think on it more, and I will hope that I can eventually come back and get a quality answer. But for now, I think I'm just going to guess time, lose, and I will lose. Myra, you guessed incorrectly. The Sphinx says, smiling. The Sphinx swipes at you with a paw, knocking you to the ground. Another blow makes the world go black, and you know no more. Well, there you have it, folks. Okay, so here we are, month 1, week 4, day 1. It's currently, it's late. It's very, very late at the moment because I'm only playing after my kids go to bed. So it's time for me to save this off. We've got a good effort on this map. This is what, a medium-sized map? Yeah, this is a medium-sized map, I believe. Yeah, this is a medium-sized map. We're doing fine. And I have to remember that this is not a map that we have to kill everybody. We just have to take Ravenhold. Still, I recognize that it is late and I am losing my ever-loving mind. And so it's time for me to take that break. So we started off here in this bottom left castle of Whiteshield. We've made our way up, took a castle of Corackston. We were able to secure this Weedpatch, which was crazy because we ended up just sending a Titan up there with Carlawn. We've had lots of very interesting storylines, and I think that there's many, many more that'll be soon to follow. In the meantime, though, it's time to call it a day, and I'm just going to save game, and I'm going to save this off as Ravenhold and go from there. All right, folks, thank you for the time. Thank you for the energy. Do me a huge favor. Please look after you, look after your friends, look after your family. Take very good care of yourself, because if you don't, who will? My name is FixFox. I do not know when, and there's no promises as to when we will return to this playthrough, but I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Please, again, take very good care of yourselves. I'll see you around. Bye now.